Meet the Williams. This is Elspeth. This is Mummy. Guess what? Daddy has been out on his bicycle. Again.
What a lovely day, Mummy. I'm so happy that the weather is finally sunny and warm. It must have been a perfect day for Daddy today. I can't see how he wouldn't have enjoyed it, surely.
Surely.
Well, it looks like we'll soon find out. Here he comes now.
So how was today's bike ride?
Too hot.
Really? Too hot?
Far too hot. It was so hot that I didn't even feel like a coffee stop for a cookie.
Really?
That is unusual.
Yes, in such hot weather, I thought it better to have an ice cream and a cool milkshake instead.
I see.
Yes, and a nice lolly to keep me cool on the bike.
What a shame.
It was terrible. It's as hot as a fiery furnace out there. The ice lolly melted before I could finish it, and it dripped all over my lovely bike.
Oh dear.
It is a hot day, but do you think you may be exaggerating just a little bit, Daddy?
Me? Exaggerate? I don't know what you mean.
That reminds me. Mummy, isn't there a story about a fiery furnace in the Bible?
Yes, there is, Elspeth. A real blazing fiery furnace.
Oh, hang on. I think I know this one.
Do you?
Yes, isn't this the story about the three men? One of them was always sleeping.
Always sleeping?
Yes, Shadrach, Meshach and in a bed you go.
Oh dear. You mean Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego?
Isn't that what I said?
Nearly.
What happened to them, Mummy?
Well, in those days the Israelites were captives to a king called Nebuchadnezzar. King Nebuchadnezzar made a huge golden statue. Whenever special music was played, everybody had to bow down and worship the golden statue. And this was a real problem for Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego.
Why is that, Mummy?
Well, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego were faithful to God, and they believed that to bow down and worship any other idol would be disobeying God. The really big problem is that King Nebuchadnezzar had made a fiery furnace, and anybody who was found disobeying the order was to be thrown into it.
Wow, that's a really horrible situation to be in. So, these three men, Shadrach, Meshach and
Abednego.
Whatever, they had to choose between staying faithful to God and facing death. Wow, what happened?
Well, they did stay faithful to God. They refused to bow down to the statue. It says in the Bible they told the king, "If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it."
I think that would have made the king pretty angry.
It did, Elspeth. The Bible says that he was so angry he made the furnace 7 times hotter.
Phew, I don't think any ice cream would survive that.
It was so hot that the soldiers that took Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego to the door of the furnace died from the heat when they threw them in.
Well, that was the end of them then.
I'm not so sure, Daddy. Haven't we learned so often that God can do impossible things with those who are faithful?
Good point, Elspeth. What happened next, Mummy?
Well, the king was watching when he saw something incredible.
What did he see?
The king was amazed to see 4 people walking around in the fire.
4? Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. Who was the 4th?
The 4th man appeared different to the other 3.
Did he have special clothing and equipment? Was he a fireman?
No, Daddy, it wasn't a fireman. God had sent an angel to protect Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego because they had been faithful to him.
So they just walked straight out of there?
Yes, they did just that. When the king ordered them to come out, they weren't harmed at all. They didn't even smell of smoke.
Didn't this make the king even more angry?
Well, in actual fact, he was so amazed to see what had happened that he told everyone that they would be in trouble if they said anything bad against God. He even gave Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego better jobs.
Wow. I'm sure everyone would have been amazed to see that.
I expect they were. I'm learning so much from these stories, and maybe I shouldn't complain so much on these sunny days. In fact, I think there's something that could really help.
What's that then?
Cookie dough ice cream. Mmm.
Oh, Daddy!